I'm here today with James Bindenagel. Mr. Bindenagel is a U.S. diplomat, and he was one of the last diplomats in former East Germany at the fall of the Berlin Wall. And from 1996 to 97, he was in charge of the U.S. Embassy as charge d'affaires in Bonn, where he helped negotiate East Germany's assumption into the NATO alliance. Mr. Bindenagel, thanks for being with us today. We're at an interesting point now with NATO. The new President, Donald Trump, has called the NATO alliance into question, or particularly Europe and Germany's support for NATO. Are we at the end of the NATO alliance?
The President, Mr. Trump, has now taken it to a higher level. He's made a threat to not follow through with Article 5 because the Europeans aren't paying enough. Now that's more of a threat than it is a withdrawal from NATO. I think, and you've listened to his new Secretary of Defense, there is a strong commitment for NATO. But it is a message to the Europeans that they need to do more for themselves. Now what that means, of course, is spending more, living up to the 2% commitment of GDP for financing the NATO. But what that really means is that the basis for the discussion, the negotiation, has changed.
President Trump's election has reordered, or it seemed to have reordered America's relationship with Europe on a fundamental level. Do you believe we're at the end of the liberal world order that was created in the post-war period? And are we embarking on a new, uncharted period?
Now, since about 2007, or you can actually take 2014 and the invasion of Ukraine, the world order that we knew from the multilateral structures that we had was unraveling. What Mr. Trump's election has done is accelerated that dramatically, where he's rejecting the multilateral system that we've had, the world order that you mentioned, in ways that we have never seen in 70 years. He's rejecting the European Union, which the United States was a helping founder of and had supported, and he's now opposing it. And so the questions really will be that we are facing another end of an era. There's no question of that. The question is what comes after. And it is clear that nationalism, certainly in China, Xi Jinping's China with sovereignty as an issue, or Vladimir Putin's issue in Russia with the re-establishment of the greatness of Russia, and the United States make it great again, have set pattern of multipolar conflict that will come from the policies of sovereignty and nationalism.